All right, the next value that volunteers hold dearly is having a voice. We all want to be heard, right? Some more than others. But in the volunteer atmosphere, in the volunteer type of environment, you're going to have people that maybe have ideas or maybe have opinions. And leaning on the side of where you want to encourage activities and ideas to form, it's better to encourage conversation and encourage people to bring up ideas as opposed to stifle. Certainly, again, there's no blueprint to this, but if you lean on the side of allowing for ideas to form and interaction to occur as opposed to stifling that, I think you'll see that is really beneficial in the volunteer environment. There's an interesting thing that happens in volunteer environments when it comes to volunteers being able to voice their opinion. If it's an organization where people have a lot of loyalty, or where people feel like they can let their voice be known, then you're going to be able to grow as an organization. You'll have people come in and feel welcome and participate. If you don't have that loyalty, or if you don't allow for people to show their voice, to have a voice, then they're going to exit, right? And we don't want that. We do not want that. So the combination of allowing people to have a voice and encouraging people to have that sense of loyalty towards the organization is really important to keep people involved. The classic example is if there's a restaurant that you've been going to and you're a big fan, it's like a regular thing for you, and you happen to have a bad meal one day and you voice your opinion on that. If you know your voice is going to be heard and respected and maybe taken into account, then you will allow for these hiccups to occur, right? Like a bad meal. But if you're at a restaurant and you know that as soon as you voice any discontent or any sort of maybe contrary idea, then you're just not going to go back there again, right? So we want to be a restaurant or an organization where people feel free to join, feel to contribute, and we certainly don't want them to exit. So community organizations in general, Team Red, White, and Blue specifically, we cannot deny members the opportunity to use their voice. But finding a balance there is key. Some voices can distract, some voices can dilute, and some voices can destroy. So that's where we go back to there's no blueprint to this, but leaning on the side of promoting, and encouraging for interaction to occur as opposed to stifling that is definitely an art more than a science. So watch your communication channels that those voices have, and make sure that when they come through that they're authentic and honest. And because if you start from that point, then I think people can deal with voices that maybe that they don't really agree with.